All right, today we're going to take a look at the vintage rat that I have, which looking at the pots, it says it's an 87, but it's in an 88 enclosure. So I don't know if this was sort of the tail end of 87 or the beginning of 88 or whatever, right? But this has definitely got the coveted LM308 chip that everybody wants and this reissue. So I've been playing this vintage one for 20 years, decided it was probably best to stop playing in clubs where people are spilling beer everywhere, including myself, and get this reissue. And I gotta tell you, I love the reissue. I still like the vintage, but let's see what you guys think. Both the rats set up here. I'm plugged into a JSM800 in the low input, so it's clean with a Les Paul. And so let's check out the, this is kind of like, gosh, it's not even medium distortion. Let's hear the vintage. Now the reissue. So you could see, I mean, they're similar, definitely. I mean, it could be EQ. The reissue sound a little brighter. Let's turn up the distortion a little bit. All right, let's hear the vintage. So, I mean, both of them have that kind of, that same vibe. Let me do, and that was through a clean amp. Let me turn the preamp up on the Marshall so it's like cranked, more distorted. I want to show how this pedal really does boost a Marshall. 1 second. All right, so now I have the preamp crank, so it's, so you could see, I mean, the Marshall itself is already cranked, and this thing really is good for boosting for solos, so kind of And the other thing I really like about this pedal is it doesn't really clean up. So if I put my Les Paul on like 6, right, so that's kind of a more cleaner sound. That's all the way up, and that's on like 6, right? The cool thing is I can go from this kind of lower distortion. Since it doesn't clean up, it can really boost well, kind of like... And then, I mean, the other thing about this pedal that makes it versatile is if I crank the distortion all the way up, you get almost like a fuzz sound. All right, so let me crank it up, and like mostly for like kind of like solos, right? Especially if you use like the neck pickup. Yeah, so that's my favorite way to use the Rat is plug it into a Marshall that's cranked, use it to boost for solos or kind of go from like a cleaner sound to a distorted sound. Hope you enjoyed it.